What's up, y'all? It's JP, and today we're going to be talking about what I think is the lost art in 2K, which is passing with a purpose. Ball movement and extra passes, especially this year, can be the easiest ways to find a bucket, whether you're on a run or your team desperately needs a bucket. As usual, before we get into it, y'all know what to do. Like, comment, and if you're new, subscribe. Join our Discord as well. The link will be in the description. Now, let's get into it. I want to start off by breaking down the best times to make the extra pass or how to notice when it's time for you to get off the rock. First and foremost, when you see a double team or somebody that isn't guarding anybody, take the time to scan the floor and make sure you icon pass to the weak side where you see little to no defense. The next best time to pass is after you beat your initial defender. Pay attention to fake steps as well as rotations by the defense. Most teams usually overreact and want to help once you beat your original defender, so watch where the help is coming from and make the right read. Alright, now that the basics are down, let's break down a few examples of how and why ball movement and passing with a purpose matters for getting your team easy buckets. Let's start off with this play off the inbound. My teammate drives in, drawing two defenders, so he hits my center, who then resets to me. Noticing that helped the first time my teammate drove in, I then drove in and kicked back out to my wide open shooter, rather than forcing a shot on my own just because I have a 99-3. The key to a lot of this is spacing as well. Notice my center gets out the paint as my teammate drives, and then my teammate relocates to the corner after not being able to score. This opens up that spacing for me to drive again and hit my open shooter based on how I saw the help defense rotating. Next, we got the classic pass back. Now, this is transition and my teammate easily could have ran down himself and tried to do a pull up or stop and shoot or whatever. But instead, he resets the ball to me in the middle, which forced that paint defender to go a little bit more to the middle, committing that way. And now, the pass back allows him to get an easy catch and shoot 3, which is way easier than a pull-up jump shot. Ball movement helps everybody, including the passer, because it spreads the defense out, allowing more opportunities to score. And to expand on that, I want to break down what looks like a simple play to make sure y'all understand. So right here I have takeover, and I can easily ego this and try to left-right without passing until I get open. But instead, I hit my center because I want better spacing to attack, and eventually you see the ball gets back to me with a lot more space than I had initially. And with takeover and a screen, in an ideal position like this with this spacing, there's plenty of ways for me to attack to score. I'm going to show a couple more clips, and this one here where I drove in and tried to kick to my center, then my center did the same and hit my open wing. I want y'all to watch this spacing. I reset back to the top after I drove, and as my center drove in, I replaced him on the wing just in case that defender at the top helped over more, giving my teammate the option for an extra pass. Spacing and passing go hand in hand, you have to remember that. Now here is another example of how passing keeps the defense honest and opens up the defense. Here I try to attack to the right and have nothing. I try to dot my wing thinking his defender would help over to the top, but he didn't. But pause right here. Off the ball, I see how far this right corner defender is cheating when the ball is opposite side, so I have to keep that in mind. My teammate then resets to my center, who gives me a handoff and a downhill angle to attack towards the left side. And like I said, I scan the floor and that right corner is still helping, so he's gonna get dotted. Instead of wasting stamina trying to work for my own shot, spacing and passing made it easier to attack and make a read to get an open catch and shoot 3 from my team. This last clip is just beautiful, simple basketball. Only one dribble taken from half court and just straight passing to get a catch and shoot shot. What I think a lot of people forget is that whether you score or your teammates score, it's still your team that benefits. It sounds simple or obvious, but people are so quick to hunt their own buckets that they forget there's easier ways to score that will benefit the entire team in the long run, including them. That's pretty much it though, y'all. I hope y'all found it helpful and are able to include some of the advice I gave into your playstyle. Trust me, a pass a day keeps the randoms at bay. Nah, but as usual, like, comment, subscribe, and I'ma see you on the next one. Peace.